Beat Making Basics.
What's good, YouTube? Beat Making Basics back again with another dope video. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe, as well as give me a thumbs up if you like the content, and leave me a comment. I do try to do my best to respond to all the comments, etc. Without further ado, though, let's jump into today's content. I actually am going to be continuing a 10-minute beat challenge. Basically, how our 10-minute beat challenges work is we make the beat 10 minutes, we arrange the beat in 10 minutes, and then we mix the beat in 10 minutes. 3 separate videos. We're in the video number 2, which is where we're going to be arranging the beat in 10 minutes or less. At least try to, you feel me? But basically, this beat is it has like a Rick Ross vibe to it, and it's pretty banging in my personal opinion. Let's go ahead and listen to it, and then we're gonna get into the arrangement. All right, so that's the beat right there. Let's go ahead and jump into this arrangement. So the first things first, I noticed that I really didn't label everything properly. So that's what we're going to do first. I'm going to go start over here. I can see that that's an 808. So I'll name that. This is a kick. We got the hi-hats right here. We got a snare right here. So this is like the easy part because it's kind of already labeled, but I just want to clean it up a little bit. And the reason why I want to do this is just so that it will make it easy to see what's what, you know what I mean? So make sure you definitely label everything. I'm just gonna say this is a downer, this is a riser, we got a rev, you know, I'm just gonna say bell right here, and let me just listen to this. So I don't know what to really call it. I'm just gonna call this lead 2, and this is gonna be lead 1. And then also got these. Oh, that's hard. All right, cool. So we're gonna call this brass, and we're gonna call this horns. All right, bet. So now after we got everything named, I'm just gonna highlight everything by pushing Command A, and then I'm going to push Shift Option N. And what that does is everything I named right here is gonna shoot right over here. All right, now basically what I'm gonna be doing is going through a process of taking this 8-bar loop and turning it into a full-fledged song. There's different parts in the song. Obviously you have an intro, you have hook, you have verses, and you know, the hooks after the verses, and then the outro. So let's just go ahead and track it out, or arrange this beat. So first things I do is I just go ahead and highlight everything, Command A, and then I move this playhead there to the end of the loop, and I push Command C to copy and Command V to paste. I do it like maybe 3, 4, 5, 10 times just to kind of get a good amount of this going here. And the first thing I work with is an intro. And the simple way to do this is just to mute out everything except for what you want in the intro and just play that. So I think we're going to start with actually the horns. So we'll do something like that. I like to use this trick right here where we basically click on anything in here and push down Control M, and it mutes it out. So instead of deleting it, I'll just mute it. So just in case I want to add it back, I can just again push Control M to mute or unmute it here in the workspace window. So I'm gonna mute that part out to let it build, and I'm also gonna go ahead and bring in some things like this bell. Yeah, let's just go ahead and bring that bell in, the riser. I'm gonna let the downer come in like when the actual beat drops, and I'm gonna let that piano come in when the actual beat drops as well. So what I'll do here, since I kind of have everything right there, I'm just gonna highlight the stuff that I don't want in the intro and push Control M to mute it out. You see what I'm doing? Boom, just pushing Control M. So there we go. And now I can kind of just do it like this. So let's listen to how it's gonna sound. So I'm gonna turn this 808 down just a little bit. kick up, you know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and listen how this sounds. Alright, bet. So that's going to be the hook. And I actually saw something I want to do in this hat pattern right here. So what I'm going to do is just make this change real quick. Alright, bet. So that's that. Now we got to come up with the verse, okay? Obviously, the verse is going to be 2 of these because this is going to be the hook part. And so now I got to just come up with something creative here. I know that these leads, these are only going to come in during the hook. So I can automatically go ahead and mute those out. Next thing is here, I want this verse to build. And what I could do on this is I could take this brass part, the second brass part out, and just let this build like so. I can also come in here and maybe take out the kick drum and the 808, and probably also the hats. Maybe bring those hats in, like in the second part of the verse. And even with this the clap, like we just bring it just to clap, have that going on. Maybe I can bring in the hi-hats right there, and then bring it right in. So let's just listen to how this verse is gonna sound. That's building pretty quick, man. But yeah, you know, that's what it's gonna be. I actually might go ahead and also bring this bad boy in too, and I might bring in the 808s. Or hold up, let me see here. I might bring in the kick. And this is how that's what it's about. No, we're not gonna bring the 808 in. That's what it's all about, man. Is just trying different things. So I mean, I'll bring it in like that. What I do is I also do a time check. I just kind of look over here to beats and time and just see where we at with it. Because if I have this right here, then I know that this is going to be a hook in the verses. So I'm just like, move this on over like this, so just to see where we're at. And technically, man, in today's music, I could do like a three verses and yeah, and be out. Yeah, it could work like that, man. And then I have an outro right here. So today's music is super quick, you feel me? So we'll just do it like that. And one thing I am gonna need to do is maybe have like a little drop right here, like cut it out like a measure before the new hook's gonna come in. And after this is pretty much like copy and pasting, man, like to be honest with you. And so that's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna copy and paste stuff from, you know, going forward. Let me see what I messed up at. So we'll delete that. I'm actually gonna move this over one, and then I'm just gonna copy and paste. This is the hook, this is the verse. And the copy and paste is I could just take the, you know, the playhead and move it over, but what I'm gonna do instead is I'm gonna hold down Option and just drag this joint over like so. Drag it over one more time. So we got a 3-bar We got 3 verses. And oh yeah, we do got to bring that hook back in. So it's all good. We can bring the hook back in, and then we can come out with an outro. And literally, and we can even make this a 2-verse song too, man. Like this might be too long actually. Yeah, this might be too long. This like if yeah, it depends. Like seriously, people make quick songs now. We're gonna make it a 3. We're gonna make it 3 verses. So it's all good. So let's just kind of listen to it here and see what we got going. And what you also want to do here is add some variation on each verse. Like, so you saw how that came in this way. You don't want it to necessarily come in the same way, but this is just like a good skeleton. So let's just kind of see what we can do to add some variation. I'm gonna play it again from here and maybe just do something a little bit different. That's pretty much a wrap, man. I mean, you know, yeah, this is 10 minutes or less, but honestly, there are some things else, some other things I would do to this beat. So like, I will go ahead and break that down. Like, one thing I would do is I would add like maybe some type of snare roll, right? Just something at the end of like that you can kind of really add a little bit of a level up of it. Take it like this. All right, bet. So we got a dope snare roll right here. And all I could do is just copy and paste this joint like that. And I can literally come over here and paste that right there too. Okay, cool. So now that I have that snare roll, I can come over here to all the hooks. Just go ahead and delete out this. And then we could just move that on over. And if I want to too, I can actually come over here like right before each part right here. I can like come over here, split that by pushing Command T, and then just drag this joint like right here. It's a good like lead in, honestly. Boom. Boom. And this is just gonna be a good lead in. When I say lead in, I'm just talking about like something that's just gonna go into the next part of the song. So let me just listen to it. This is half of the verse right here, and then we're gonna go into the hook. And matter of fact, we might just kind of do that for the hook. Just completely drop out right here. I think I'm just gonna do that. And everything's all about experimentation. Like if you haven't noticed, I'm like experimenting with it just to see what's gonna sound the best. And so that's what I'm gonna do. Boom. Boom. And here we go. I can also go ahead and add that little snare roll right here before this hook comes in there too. I don't know if I like that. Let me see. Yeah, okay, cool. So we're gonna take out the clap on that snare, on that roll. I feel like the clap is hard, but it's just too much. So that's what we're gonna do. Let me listen to the hook right quick just to make sure it sounds right with this part dropped out. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Yeah, man. So at this point, I do feel like this is a solid arrangement. Solid song format. So yeah, man, I appreciate y'all watching. Make sure you get subscribed. Make sure you leave comments. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you like the video, and also make sure you pay attention. I'm gonna be dropping a third part to this series where I'm gonna be actually mixing the beat. Okay, this is where I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna make sure everything, all the levels are right, everything is sounding the way it needs to. This beat is also going to be on my beat site, so I'm gonna call it Rose. I'm gonna post it up here probably later today or whatever, so you can lease it or purchase the exclusive rights to it as well if you are also like a producer, artist, or whatever. You know, sometimes we get those, you know, type of people on the channel as well. Like they're artists, they kind of want to learn music production, but they ultimately are more artists than producers. So that's why I'm also just saying that. But anyway, make sure you also go ahead and grab my course. It's a free course you can grab for a limited time. I will be dropping an official site. I'm working on something special for you all. Trust me. But enough of all that. I'll holler at y'all.